Hi, it's Mark Coopersmith, and in my ongoing series of conversations with entrepreneurs and investors and experts in all things innovation and entrepreneurship, it's my pleasure to have Max Mirho with us for video 2 in our series of how to create workable products really quickly. And Max in particular has an approach that he calls no-code prototyping. Max is the founder and host of EntrepreNerd, that's nerd, N-E-R-D at the end, which is an ongoing series of shows and content helping early stage entrepreneurs get products up and running. Max, did I get that pretty much right?
I think you nailed it on the head. Yeah.
Perfect. In our first of these videos, we spent some time with Max talking about what no-code prototyping is, how it works, kind of where he engages. And we asked Max if he would come back for number 2. This one's going to be a little bit longer, but show us in a really compressed time frame how he can create a product on the fly using many of the different no-code tools that are already out there. Most of them are free, at least they're free for demos or a sponsored version, and maybe you can go into that just a little bit as we come across them. And with that, Max, what are we going to build today?
Yeah, so we discussed it on the last little episode, but I think what we're going to build today is a simple info product, an information product, and that's just a piece of information collected in an organized way that helps somebody do a thing or helps somebody learn a thing, right? In this case, I think I'm going to compile a short list of chambers of commerce, because chambers of commerce often have speakers, and I'm going to market this list of chambers of commerce with contact information as a get started with your speaking pipeline, right? So you should contact all these groups, you'll get some speaking gigs there, and boom, now you're started as a speaker.
Perfect. So exactly. Or let's say you're an agent, a speaker's agent, and you just want to give something to early speakers. They're not quite worth it yet. It's like, but get to know you. I want to offer this tool, but I want to make a little bit of money on it, and I'm going to charge something for that list, right?
I like that. That's a nice. I like that separate business model. That's fun. But yeah, exactly. Perfect.
Yeah. Exactly. So now I'm being my entrepreneur and you're being yours as well. I'm saying now I'm going to be a speaker's agent. And if I want to start to create my farm system of all my young upcoming speakers, I'll want to either provide them this list, but there's some value and I want them to know that. I'm going to sell it to them for X or do something like that. And you're going to help build that list super quick, right?
Heck yeah. That's what we're going to do.
Let's get started. And hopefully, if we did this right, I've made sure that you have the capabilities on Zoom to share your screen. Yes, we do.
Yep, here we go. All right, cool. Let's get started. So first, let's make sure we have that product. And in this case, it's going to be a database, right? So my favorite database tool is Airtable. It's like Google Sheets on steroids, a little bit more intense. I'm going to make a base, start from scratch. I'm going to title this base something like speakers list. Boom. Awesome. Now what we're going to need the name of the group. We're going to go after chambers of commerce. So it'll be the name of the group, maybe an email. So let's grab an email section. We'll say contact email, create field. I'm going to drag it over here. I'm going to delete the attachments section, delete the notes section, delete the status section. And then we'll give another little single line text, maybe location.
Perfect. Right? I was just going to say exactly. So you're basically saying, look, this is the product that you're going to be selling, which is the list, contact info, and where they're located.
Exactly. And that's all you really need to know, right? You reach out to them. Hey, I'm in this local area. Would love to, I speak on this topic. Would love to talk, right? Maybe we can help them with like a email template or something else down the road. We can absolutely build on this. But the main thing is the list of people you need to contact. So let's say a list of chambers of commerce. Let's see if we can find something. I just pulled this up to test. Chamber of Commerce directory. Chambers of Commerce, from my experience personally, I do speaking, as well as a few other speakers that I've worked for and done freelance for, are usually a really, really nice place to start. So let's pick a nice big one. Let's say Florida. Let's go and I'm going to do inspect. This is actually a no-code tool, the first little example. I clicked inspect and I click over to web scraper. It's just a Chrome plugin that I installed called webscraper.io. Let me show you that really fast. It's webscraper.io. Super simple little web scraping tool. Previously, you need to know all sorts of fancy code to do that, but I need to collect information, so I'm just going to create a little sitemap. Sitemap name is Chambers. URL is this. Copy it down, create sitemap. I'm just going to quickly blitz through this. There are videos on the website there that tell you how to do it. Let's go to elements, select. It's going to be this. Boom. Now I found all of them. Done selecting. That's the block. Multiple. Save selector. Within that. Tag or title. Text. Select. It'll be this. That should be good. Save selector.
So let's see if that works. So if this is right, using this tool, this web scraper tool, you just scraped all of those chambers of commerce. Is that right? Into your, and then you're able to deposit them into your database.
Yeah, so at least the titles. And if I was a little bit better at the tool, I'd be able to like open each of these and grab the URL and the phone number and a bunch of other stuff. I can do that with this tool. It's just it would take me a little time to figure it out. And I just want to demonstrate the basics right now. So let's scrape this, start scraping. It's going to pop it up and do its jazz. Cool, refresh. Look at all those. Love it. So let's export data as CSV. Download now. Let's check it out. And we have a nice Excel list of everybody. Awesome. So now we have, let's get down here, copy all of these, and we will treat them as the basics for our early database. Now we have all the names lined out. Beautiful. Let's go into one of these. Let's go into the first one. I think it was, actually, let's do the American Brazil Council.org. Let me quickly show you how I would find the information that's valuable, right? So we would go here. Let's see, board of directors, maybe more. Ooh, what a website. Great. Perfect. Raphael, let's say director of membership, president, executive secretary, treasurer, social and institutional affairs. We'd probably contact the president. So I would just go here. I would find him on LinkedIn, and then we can find an email from there, probably no problem. So let's go this. See if you pop up. I think this is this person, and great. Let's treat it like this. And actually, this is interesting because maybe it's difficult to find an email for this person, but a LinkedIn might be really valuable because you can contact them over LinkedIn, and building that network on LinkedIn above speakers or places you can speak is awesome. So let's add another thing. LinkedIn. Beautiful. And we'll paste that here for now. I might use a different tool on a different little website. So let's see if I can show an example of that. Oh, don't want to go to that. How about this? On some websites, on most websites, especially older ones, we're usually able to scrape emails super, super quickly using a simple tool called Hunter, but it doesn't seem to be working. Here we go. This is another little Chrome extension.
No, what was the name of that Chrome extension right there?
Hunter.io. Hunter.io. Beautiful little tool. Allows you to find emails on websites super quickly. So I'm just going to click this little orange fox, and it's going to show me all the emails they have. Unfortunately, on this website, they only have these two. On a website like Hunter, for instance, I can find the co-founder, the customer success person, software engineer. Ends up being really useful. So for at least like 70% of websites out there, I'm getting bad luck right now, I can find emails really quickly, and that's how I would populate this list, right? So great, awesome. That's how we would build that out. It would probably take me a good chunk of time, but it's a product, right? It is a valuable product. So let's say this is done for now. Let's say we went through the process.
Let's say you spent 2 hours right now and you went into each of those and you found, either an email or a LinkedIn address for the president or membership or events or something like that. And we've gone ahead and populated that. Perfect.
Exactly. Let's assume that. Cool. So let's go share view, create a shareable grid view link. Yeah. Create a shareable grid view link. Allow viewers to copy data out of this view. Yeah, sure. Embed this on my website. Don't want to do that, but this looks fine. This little link preview right here, pop it open right here. And now it is just an accessible database from anybody outside, right? You don't have to have an Airtable account. You don't have to have anything. It just has all of this. I can click right here and boom, it populates and opens the LinkedIn, right? Great. This is our early product, this link right here. Beautiful. Now let's go actually.
No, that's not branded at this point yet, correct?
Yes, no, there's nothing beyond just the information here, and it's still an Airtable kind of thing. Yeah. And we could sell this in like a CSV download if we really wanted to, but Airtable just ends up being simple. Now, let's go to card.co. This is my personal favorite website builder just because it's free and really, really easy to use. There are literally like 80 out there. I have a giant list of a ton of them, and I'm trying to get deeper into a few others. But for building simple landing pages, I really like Card. So let's open the dashboard. This is my dashboard. I've built way too many different things. Let's do a new site. Let's click landing. Let's see if they have any nice templates we can use. Maybe we should just build one from scratch. Let's just build, well, this is nice. Random map might be nice. Yeah. Let's go with random map. So now we have a little template. We're just building off of a template. Missing background image. I don't want background to be an image. I just want it to be a color. And we'll make that color black. So cool. Nice little dark theme. I'm going to delete this image. We don't really have a logo, but our title is Become a Speaker. Become a speaker. Something, a little bit of text here, maybe getting started with speaking is easy. We'll give you the necessary contacts and templates to get started. Smiley face. I'm going to delete this block maybe because we don't need too much. Preserve contents, no. And then we'll have a couple of things, maybe feature 1 and then feature 2. Whoops. Feature, I can type. Feature 2. Great, awesome. Put a little bit of text in there. And then we have a download button. We don't need these. Buy now. Now for only $10, something like that.
Perfect.
For only $10. Great.
Now, is that a one-time buy now, or do we depend, or do you get ongoing access? How does that work? Is it a single transaction?
Yeah, this is probably going to be a single transaction. We could also charge membership for access to a regularly updating list or something like that, right?
Right.
But now we'll jump into the tool that lets us do that. So let's go to Gumroad. This is Gumroad, a wonderful little tool. It just lets us connect our bank account to whatever we're selling, and it works especially well with digital products. So I'm going to click New Product. We're going to do Classic, start selling today instead of membership. But we could do membership super easily, charge them $5 a month for access to this regularly updating list, something cool like that. We said it was $10, so let's say it's $10. And this is going to be become a speaker list. Become a speaker list. One more physical goods? Nope, we're all digital. Next, customize. Become a speaker list. We've collected a massive list of early places to speak, as well as a simple template, email template you can use to reach out to them. Awesome, simple description. I want this, that sounds great. Thumbnail, maybe we go to something like Canva and build a thumbnail. We could do that right now, but that's a little bit design. So heck it, we're just going to keep moving on. Actually, no, I think it's going to demand that we give a design. So let's make a quick little design.
Yeah, let's do something on Canva. A friend of mine is Guy Kawasaki is the chief evangelist for Canva. So this is like, we're go ahead and do an endorsement for Canva.
I love Guy. I love everything that he does. And Canva really is an awesome tool. So I support the heck out of it. Let's make a super simple logo.
By the way, what is Canva? When I say, friend, chief evangelist, what is Canva?
Canva is basically, I've heard it described as like the poor man's Photoshop, right? It's just a very simple little design tool that lets you edit, create images, videos, and simple design stuff. I design all my logos on it really easily for free. It's a very accessible tool for simple design stuff.
And they all for you. There's a paid version, of course, but they have lots of templates for lots of different applications, which is nice. And especially if you're stuck in PowerPoint hell, it's a way to really also jazz up your slides if you're in the process of doing that too.
Yes, I agree completely. Let's see, paint something like this. How about? I was using a couple of really nice paint smears. Paint smear, something like this. I was using a few of these before that were free. They were really nice. It's okay. Become a speaker. We'll add maybe a couple of simple Yeah, this is nice. This looks cute. We'll shift this. This is gonna look a little bit dumb, but you know what? That's just how it goes. Copy paste, and boom, become a
I love
speaker.
it.
I don't
Okay, here we are.
know. Looks kind of cute. So PNG, download. Great. Now we have a basic little logo-ish kind of thing.
And one of the other things that, and I mentioned it in our first video, that you can do too, is many of these site builders, Wix and others, have logo creation tools as well. So they'll create, tell us a little bit about your business. Here's 10 potential logos. Do you like these or not? And you'll click on a few and it'll say, okay, you don't like those. Here's 10 more based on what you shared with us. So there's lots of opportunities to really quickly start to create some graphics and some individual personality without even doing the level of creativity that we're seeing Max deal with right now.
Yeah, I've used a couple of those tools. I really enjoy them. Just anything that helps you get something up and running quicker. Is
exactly
awesome.
if you're not comfortable doing some of this stuff, or you just want to move there quickly, do that though. Take advantage of those tools. Do something that's not just text.
Exactly. Yeah. No, I'm really just kind of throwing it out there because why not?
No, I love it.
Okay, choose files, choose image. Here we go. This is the one that I want.
And you can see what you're creating as we go right here. Right. So
Yes,
it gives you the real-time image of this is what you're building.
Exactly. It's a little tiny payment page. It's super cute. And we're going to say buy this instead of I want this. We don't have any here's the content. Perfect. Any details? Now we're good there. Redirect to a URL after purchase. That's what we want to do because our little thing is on a URL. So we have this URL right here. Let's cut it. Let's go back over to Gumroad, redirect to a URL, paste, boom. Super easy. And we can also
and we can test it to make sure it works, right?
Yep. Test right here. Boom. It says check. So it works. And we could also deliver content through Gumroad, and that actually is a nice little thing. So it automatically downloads like a CSV list or an Excel sheet, right?
So if you had that file, you could also do a PDF or go ahead and upload a CSV or an Excel file, and then they could just download it as well. Is that right?
Exactly. Yes. So generate a unique license key per sale. This is a cool little feature. Allow customers to pay what they want.
Right.
Kind of fun for more like art focused stuff. Gumroad actually started just helping artists get paid for their art, so it makes sense. But in this case, we're good. Limit product sales. No, we're good. Customers to choose a quantity. You should only be able to buy one. This isn't something you would benefit from adding quantity to.
Right.
Save changes. Discount codes. We can add those if we want to. Shipping required, no shipping, that's fine. Receipt. I'm excited to see you get started with your speaking career. And then maybe that little plug or something like that. If you need a little more help than this, feel free to reach out. Right? Maybe this is a funnel for clients as well as being its own little independent product. Awesome. Great. Save changes. I think we're ready to publish. Great. Awesome. I'm just gonna let's embed it. This isn't a free feature on Card. Everything that I would normally be doing is free. The embed feature on Card is not free, so you need to pay I think it's something like $10 a year. So it's super cheap still, but it's gonna make it look a little bit smoother. So let's copy the clipboard. Let's go back into Card. We have all our information. I'm going to delete that button and I'm going to add an embed. Boom, right here. Delete. Actually, no, let's not use an embed. Let's use a widget. I like the widgets because they have their own Gumroad widgets. With Card. Boom. Let's make it a Gumroad link. Great. Buy my product. Awesome. Product URL is actually no. Let's do the embed. Let's do the embed. Sorry. Boom. Label, it's just code. We're embedding the script and just pasting it in there. Save. Title. I'm publishing the website now. Become a speaker. Description. The same thing. And then we'll say it gives us free little domain names on Cards. So maybe like speaking.card.co. I doubt it's available. Not available. Okay, cool. Become a speaker. becomeaspeaker.card.co. Let's see if that's available. Boom,
There
that's
you are.
available. Cool, that works fine.
So you've got it.
Oh, hold on, unconfigured elements. Let's just delete these for now. That's fine.
And you can always go back and add them later.
Can always go back and add them later. Not a problem at all. Publishing, view the site. Let's see what it looks like. It fades in nice and smooth. Scroll down and check that out. It's all embedded by this. So, and we could also make that a smooth little button. So
Okay.
if I wanted to do something like this little button, I could just change this and it changes to buy my product and pops up. Let's show you how that works. Change this. Done. Publish it again really quick. It's just really nice it's super easy to change things on these little websites. Everything's shiftable and editable. Boom, buy my product. Let's click it. Pops up, become a speaker. Let's see what happens when we click buy this. You'll be charged $10, pay. And it knows that I'm signed in. Need a little more help than this? Feel free to reach out. Redirecting in 1 second. Awesome. Here we are at the product.
And there we've done it. So in the span of 20 minutes, let me just recap. In the span of 20 minutes, we had a business idea. You went out, scraped chambers of commerce, started to populate a website, and created a table using, as we go through, let's just highlight, and you used Airtable for that, right?
Yes, Airtable was the first tool to build.
Great. And then after that, walk us through kind of the key steps you did in these 20 minutes or so.
Absolutely. So first, we knew we wanted to build this, and I created a simple template list just where we can populate on Airtable because it's a nice database tool. We went to a big giant list on the internet, and we web scraped super quickly a nice list that we can start building off of. Otherwise, we'd have to do everything by hand, and that gets really complicated. And web scrapers just make that product development piece easy for us.
And what did we use to web scrape?
We used webscraper.io. So nice little tool. And they have a bunch of little videos on how to use it. Took me like 30 minutes to figure it out. But I do have a bit of experience there. So great. That's 2 tools. And then if we want to go a little bit harder and find some of the emails, hunter.io is another wonderful little Chrome extension that lets me find emails on most websites. So we can actually go and build a more comprehensive list that people can just use, right? Which is awesome. Then we went to card.co, CARRD.co, and we used a quick little template to build a very simple little website with some features, a little bit of conversation on what it is, maybe a little logo if we want to, a price tag, and then an embed. Then we went to Gumroad, designed a super simple little payment page, and attached our actual product. Got some codes or a URL or some link or whatever it is, whatever we think might be easiest, pasted it into the card website and published it, and we're done.
And Gumroad is essentially a payment gateway, right? So
exactly.
Yeah.
So anybody that buys that goes right to my bank account. We're done. Yeah.
Love that. Now, kind of little fun fact, way back when in the 1990s, I actually spun a piece of technology out of Sony. I was running e-commerce for Sony. That was one of the very first payment gateways. It was called WebOrder. We took this through funding, growth, worked with garage.com. That's where I got to know Guy Kawasaki. Got acquired by a publicly traded company in the Bay Area, Netopia, which then got acquired by Motorola, which then that business got acquired by Google. So while I like to say I sold a company to Google, there were a couple of small, medium, and large fish in the middle that each took a piece of it. But that piece of technology ended up inside Google. And of course now, and we had armies of programmers that were, of coders that were building one of the very first web-based products back then. It was hard to do. Now you can see how easy it is for Max to go ahead and grab just 2 or 3 pieces of information, connect them. It's kind of off the shelf, it's free, and there you go. Yeah. So connecting it all. Max, this was awesome. Any final thoughts, any recommendations for entrepreneurs, whether experienced or aspiring out there when it comes to doing what you just did?
Yeah. Usually the little piece of inspiring advice that I try to push out when I show these kinds of things is like, this was very rough, right? This would not work in the market, right? This is just me throwing something out there. You should do prior customer discovery. You should talk to real customers. You should figure out what they like, dislike, and what problems they're having. That said, The thing that has opened my brain the most to entrepreneurship was not, I interviewed over 100 entrepreneurs. I've like studied at university. Like I've gone through a ton of different entrepreneurial programs and really like gotten into the meat of it. But the thing that opened my brain the most was just building dumb stuff like this, like just getting it out into the world, seeing what people think, getting that feedback. And if I get a little bit of traction, I just explode with excitement. I'm unbelievably motivated to build all sorts of crazy different things, and I can change it and iterate it however I need to. So my recommendation is build stuff.
Yeah, I love that, because a lot of times if you say, no, I'm the business guy, you're stuck, right? You can't build stuff. You need the tech guy or gal to build stuff. And it's like, no, you can build your own stuff. So it frees things up. You also can start to experiment, get your hands dirty, roll up your sleeves, whatever metaphor you want to use, and get out there and build. All right. With that in mind, we have in the description of this video will be a list of all of the tools that Max used and the URL, so you can go find them down. And there may be one or two little bonus descriptions or links in there as well to some of the other tools that he might recommend. Max, this was awesome. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for letting me. This is my favorite stuff to do.
Yeah. Now, if any of you have questions about, what would it look like to have Max come back and build this, go ahead and reach out to me via LinkedIn, or if you've got my email, go ahead and reach me directly. I'm easy to find. Now you've got some tools, you can find me. You can also find me at mark@markcoopersmith.com. And we might have Max back and we'll do round 2, 3, or 4, whatever it might take. Awesome, Max. Thanks so much.
Absolutely. Thank you.